Today in this video, we'll be talking about convergent evolution between wolves and Tasmanian tigers. So what is convergent evolution? It is actually the process where organisms which are not closely related evolve to develop similar traits due to adapting to similar environments. And as we're talking about Tasmanian tigers and wolves, let's find out more about these animals. The Tasmanian tiger, known as the thylacine or scientifically known as the Thylacinus cynocephalus, an actually extinct type of marsupial. And contrary to popular belief, they are similar to neither the wolf nor the tiger. But as you can see, they get their name through the striped patterns on the backs. The final driving source of its extinction was the arrival of European settlers who deemed that these animals need to be exterminated as it was a threat to the sheep industry, well before the days of animal conservation. Furthermore, they actually suffered from a lack of genetic diversity before people even lived in Australia, which is shown that they suffered from mass decreases even before people showed up, and that is before the Aboriginal Australians showed up. However, this lack of genetic diversity shows how phenotype was actually the main driver of convergent evolution. Okay, this time we're talking about the wolves. What are wolves? Wild, dog-like carnivorous mammals. With the better known is the grey wolf, of course. And it's also known as the canis lupus, I think that's how you pronounce it. They are known for their howling behavior and they like to hunt in packs. Everyone knows that. And in this video, they'll be referred to as part of the canin, which is defined as a carnivorous animal part of the Canidae family. Between the two, they last shared a common ancestor about 160 million years ago. But they are still one of the best examples of convergent evolution. About the genetic sequencing of the Tasmanian tiger. The extinction of the thylacine actually resulted in a lack of molecular data, positive meaning lack. And this has actually prevented analysis required to clarify the genetic basis of the adaptive phenotypic convergence. So genetic sequencing is important as our current understanding of the thylacine is built on mitochondrial data. The DNA was actually extracted from a soft tissue of a 108-year-old alcohol-preserved thylacine pouch young specimen. And to assess its data, quality was assessed by mapping with Tasmanian devil, the Saccharophilus harrisii, its most closely related species present. Furthermore, they also mapped against other marsupials such as the Tama wallaby, the Macrophagus, I can't pronounce that, and the grey short-tailed opossum. And it showed that with increasing phylogenetic distance, percentage of reads and maps decreased. However, most likely that the selection driving the phenotypic convergence was confined to a 6 million year period, where everything happened over 6 million years. And adaptively convergent genes are those that show signs of positive selection in both the thylacine and canins, and contain homoplasis amino acid substitution. Furthermore, in 18 orthologous genes, they identified 16 convergent and 67 parallel gene changes between the thylacine and canin ancestor, which is they're still pretty similar. While under 259 genes which are identified under positive selection in the thylacine, 185 of these branches led to the caninae. However, the biggest evidence of convergent evolution is actually the skull shape. By Dr. Hipsley, we found the Tasmanian tiger had more similar skull shape to the red fox and the grey wolf to its closest relatives. Left is the thylacine, right is the wolf. Thylacine's skull shape was actually the biggest evolutionary convergence because the cranial shape convergence between the two animals actually quantified through the use of 3D landmark geometric morphometrics on a broad range of modern extinct mammalian taxa within phylogenetic framework. And they guess that the main reason is the feeding ecology between the two animals, as both lineages exhibit extraordinary similarity within the cranial shape. Furthermore, it wasn't the genes that accounted for the shape, but rather the turning on and off of genes during different stages of growth. And it's actually compared, this convergence level is compared to the Caribbean anolis lizard, but unlike the lizard, These animals were separated for 160 million years, and therefore the thylacine-canid comparison has gained a reputation for being an exceptional model for convergent evolution between distantly related species. Yes. So in conclusion, their convergent evolution is present within the phenotypic similarities of their skull structure. Both had similar lifestyles in terms of their feeding ecology, hence leading to their similar skull structure. Issues in comparing the genomes occur usually caused by the lack of molecular data due to the extinction of thylacine. Convergent evolution of the thylacine and canids are one of the best examples of convergent evolution due to the 160 million years worth of independent evolution. Thank you.